Infinite Tarot 888. This message is for Taurus, not Taurus. I don't want to show you what it says, but it says give up control, release the grip on the outcome. And I'm laughing because as I was eating some popcorn right now, some of you guys could be eating that. Stay in the flow. I don't know if this is you, Taurus, but I kept hearing, promise me you won't go, promise me you won't leave me, something. Either you made a promise, like somebody told you, promise me, Taurus, you're not gonna hurt me or leave me or something. Quiet moments, you may be sitting in this, or somebody could have asked you, vice versa. However, but Taurus, if it was you, you were like, no, baby, I'm not gonna leave you. You had your fingers or your toes crossed. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna leave as soon as I can. Maybe look, going forward, this person didn't want you to move forward with staying with the flow. So you, yeah, look, frost of stillness, embracing the frost of stillness wherever. Like, could have been dealing with somebody that didn't want to give you clarity, and you didn't want to be in that no more. You're like, man, I gotta go, and you could be somebody that drives fast. And for a lot of you guys, if this was love magic, I don't know, it just popped up. You're realizing like, I was staying longer than what I should have. This person could have became abusive, could have been somebody that controlling, didn't want you to do this, became all of a sudden jealous. Now, Taurus, hopefully it wasn't you that put the love spell on this particular person, and then all of a sudden you want to kick them to the curb. Dream weaver. What is this? Dreaming and imagining, bringing your powerful vision into reality. Because for some of you guys, you could have, or they did, and then all of a sudden it starts to wear off, and that energy of the bull kicks in. It's like, now for some of you guys, they could have wanted you trapped. They wanted you for all the wrong reasons. And I'm hearing big spender. So Taurus, you could have been somebody that really spent money on this particular person. And you, maybe people were telling you, you were refusing to, to see. You knew, but you were playing a kind. Look, you were listening to what this person would say, but like Lisa, you weren't trying to hear this. Like you wanted to let your intuition, like it was telling you, until you started to really pull back and you started to see. And something could have happened on a Friday, or Friday is your lucky day or something. And then look, that's 22, 5 had 2. It's like you were on their radar. You're a person that would look them in the eye. Hold on. But I wanted to tell you, Taurus, sun, moon, rising anywhere in your chart, you embrace this change. And no matter what, maybe in the past you were like hanging on to people that you didn't need to. Maybe you wouldn't speak up and tell people like, hey, I want change. I want something different. Or if you don't, take care of this or change something, like, I don't feel you were too demanding, but you wanted something changed. And for Taurus, it could have been hard. 21, look, 3, that's an 8, that's a 10. It's over. I'm on. And you embracing the world, whatever the world, and going with the flow is going to help you going into July. Because for July, it's almost like you're feeling this freedom, and like you're starting to embrace your faith. You know that God has your back. Maybe in the past you was in this energy refusing to really, believe. But now I feel a lot of you Taurus are learning how to manifest, and to trust in God. And it's going to require you healing, of course. But look, as you heal, you're going to blossom. Some of you guys could be practicing chai or whatever they call it, Qigong. And look, with choosing your battles, the number 7, for some of you guys, I'm telling you, July is going to be very important for you to embrace. Strengthen your bonds with your guides, and I don't think your person sees this coming. For some of you guys, financial freedom is what you're looking for. You're not going to meet it with this person or that person, however you're looking at it. To take the lead. So some of you guys could be taking the lead and saying, you know what, with the number 3 again, you could be grabbing. I'm telling you, for some of you guys, you're picturing and you're manifesting, like calling back. I just feel that with this, like, wait, it wants to get out of my hands. Look, you're calling back your energy. I call back my energy from fulano, from this fucker, from that fucker. And you're recovering all the fragments that you might have left here and there. And you're refusing, or in the past, you refused to really look and see, like, nah, that ain't true. Yeah, they had cords. You know, they were pulling your energy. You might have felt like this when they were making love to somebody else. You could have felt isolated, or for some of you guys, you disappeared. You're like, fuck that. And you're looking at people from a distance or from a camera. You know, they come knocking on the door. You're like, hell no. You had to find balance. There's another two. That's 3 twos. 2, 2, 2. You may be seeing. And it says find balance, and it says balance again. Number 14 could be significant. And that only happens when you get into the Scorpio energy. The number 13, you're like, fuck. And for some of you guys, you release the guilt and shame. Maybe somebody could have placed, you know, guilt and shame on how you look, or you as a child, you could have believed like, I'm not this, you know, sexy or fine or handsome, whatever, however it may feel, whoever resonates. Look, 713 could be an area code. And then teaching for some of you guys, look, with this crown chakra, you started to get downloads. And you could have been like, what the hell is that? A download? Could have thought it was a download guy or something, but you're starting to find out, no, it wasn't. It's downloads. You know, you're getting messages. For some of you guys, yeah, you got messages of somebody on that edge. Look, it's ain't bullshitting. So Taurus, for a lot of you guys, look, you're focused on these changes. You're covering your third eye. You're protecting your crown chakra. And you might be going out in nature. Now, you might be seeing a lot of white birds like that, and that's good. It's leading you where you need to go. But most importantly, look, and with this crown chakra, you're getting rid of what no longer serves you. 713 again. That's 11, right? So you might be seeing 1111. With you releasing the person that you used to be in the past, whether you were a gangbanger or you just gang bang a bunch or whatever, however it may resonate. Some of you guys, you're letting go. You know, you're not the same person anymore, and you're born to shine. It's your time, I'm hearing. So a lot of you guys, you could just be ready to get out of the box, like to get out of your comfort zone. And then July, look, you're moving your heart in a different direction. There's somebody that's going to be trying to create a knot, like they call it amarres de amor, you know, like love spells. There's consequences to that. We're going to talk about it in Cancer, I heard. Cancer season. So they want you to just breathe, and win or lose, don't worry about the outcome. If you lose, you're going to want to cry, but it's okay. It's okay. You're going to learn, you know, and sometimes we need to lose, you know, just so we can win. Rewind that. Yes, look, coming together. This is you coming together with your inner child, or for some of you guys, you're coming together with, you know, with, I'm hearing a new soul tribe. For some of you guys, you will be inspiring and helping other people balance their feminine and masculine energy. But I see a lot of you guys really giving back to the community. You know, your heart chakra is green, and then with the, see, because this guy, he had a headache or something. He could have been unbalanced. The mind is so powerful, guys. And for a lot of you guys, you've been through a lot. So I see you guys coming together with a new community. You could be dealing with children. You could be helping your own children first to begin with, and then others. And it's like bringing them to center themselves, you know? Yeah, look, the darkest fears for some of you guys, helping other people how to get out of this. Like you're sitting there chill, like they have you on a machine or something, but you're getting through it. You know where you want to go. You know, when you have low vibrational energies, or you're just in a toxic relationship, it could bring down your vibration, and they want to keep you there. A lot of you guys with number 15, that's a 6. You could have had your heart caged up, like, I'm never going to love after this experience. And the universe is going to help you, because how are you going to help other people? This is you knowing how to protect your heart, how to master it. And one of the things that people don't realize, that we don't really get educated as we're growing up. You know, our parents don't teach us. They teach us not to cry, orale, cabrón, and that's it. To hide our emotions. You know, and a lot of you guys, you're going to be in this energy where you're really going to focus on your emotions. You're going to understand that not everything you got to take, you don't got to take nothing serious. Like, who cares what people think? You know, don't take things personal. For a lot of you guys, Taurus, you could be focused on success and the truth on how to get it, how to rebuild it. But it's going to take your sacral chakra, the healing. Look, and for you to share love. Because if your sacral chakra is not you know, in the right place. I'm telling you, for some of you guys, they have, you know, you could feel it like that. Sacral chakra, yeah, you could be having too much sex. Calm it down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, challenging times, and then choose your battles. And the reason they're telling you this, that's 57, 5 or 7 life paths, or you could be 57, born on 57, or you could be born on the 7th. This is 5-7. This is your month, Taurus, the 9th. But for your dreams to come true, Taurus, you really need to focus. In the month of July, you're going to be tested. You're probably going to have a couple of challenging times. You know, you're standing here and you want to fight for everybody else, but I'm telling you what I'm hearing. It's time for you to pull back your energy and let them handle their own shit. 11:44 when I said that, look, and this is going to bring balance, not only for you, but for that of the other person. Let them go through their trials and tribulations. Look, well-deserved reward, because you could be the person that you always want to take up for your sister, for your brother, for whoever, your friend that is sleeping with your person. You don't need that. Then you find out and you still, vámonos a la chingada. Yeah, look, flowing. Yeah, you could be heartbroken, like they slept with who? Yes, you probably didn't know. Don't tell me you didn't know. You did know. You could have been up here, or somebody could have been scoping every time you leave, you know, and yeah, but you'll find out, man or woman, and you're gonna say, you know what, I give it to God. Some of you fuckers are like, no, I'm not giving it to God. It's gonna have you in here, you know, but that's the way karma goes. What you do or you put out, it comes back. So for some of you guys, yeah, you're gonna have to heal it. And it just, that shit happens. That's what I heard. Look, again, heal. You know, for some of you guys, you could be paying karma and you don't realize. You'll be like, man, why did this happen to me? And then you'll have an aha moment. You'll be like, oh, I remember. Yes, this person, that person. They're all finding out. Or it could be the other way around. Yeah, look. Dreams and decisions. And dreams and decisions, they're coming true, and opportunity beckons. So somebody's watching from a high place. It could be a high rise or something. But they can be watching you blossom too. Or you could just be doing fireballs, you know? I don't know. All right, so let's see. What is the advice for Taurus besides signing? For some of you guys, yeah. If it's like for investment, some of you guys could be wanting to move, or I'm hearing you could be in a career, real estate. You could be dealing with rental properties. For some of you guys, you're barely getting into it and you're trying to pull the trigger. Yes. I don't know if you're taking it by force, but don't do that. Consider options. So some of you guys, it says you've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. So yes, for some of you guys, if it has to do with career or just in life, period, you could be like, no, I just want to date this person and that's it. And dude, there's a million people lined up. And Taurus, for a lot of you guys, you feel like, no, I don't have another opportunity. You do. You have one. You're just not opening up, or you're not. Some of you guys could have a mean ass face, like, you know, like there's one person. If you have that look, like, bitch, I'll fuck you up. And you're like, man, but I want to be happy, but you just got that mean look. You're gonna meet somebody with the same look, and both of you guys are gonna pick up your eyebrows, like, bitch, are you looking at me? And that dude's gonna be like, bitch, are you looking at me? And both of you guys are gonna, and you believe, no, but it's true. That's what I'm hearing. Look, you just gotta listen and pay attention. Someone open your eyes, but you're gonna discover that. Yes, you just gotta be patient, because sometimes you'll be in there, and it's almost like you want to go in there and just. They said it like you want to be somebody's hand. Like, who's looking at me? Yes, no, don't put that vibration. You gotta trust. You know, give love. Not with your legs, bitch. Just give love, like hugs. For some of you guys, you're gonna discover yourself, your true self. Some of you guys could have been, like I said earlier, like you want to leave. You promised somebody you would stick with them, but as the years have been going by, it's almost like this person is not the person that I remember. Maybe for some of you guys, you could have stopped, you know, drinking, smoking, something, and the other one, you know, slower than you two to get off the habit. And you're looking at each other like, fuck, you look better when I was fucked up. And they're like, no, you look better. Or you acted better, smell better. I don't know. It could be that way. And it's almost like you're going to see how much you both have outgrown each other for some of you guys. And one person could be feeling, you know, like hurt. Like, hey, I thought you promised. And you're gonna be quick. I did. Did I? I don't remember. Show me the papers, and you don't have papers. Yes, you could be like me. I don't have papers. But yes, look, follow your passion. You're gonna say, "But I'm following my passion. Don't you love me?" And you're gonna have to step back. For some of you guys, it's gonna hurt. Or this could be you hurting somebody else. You're like, man, I just want to follow my passion. What time we were gonna follow it, both of us. And it could be hard for some of you guys. You know, it could be put you in a, you know, you could have children, you could not have children. This person could want children. For some of you guys, you could be having children, but it's not with that person, and that's why you want to step back, or that's why they want to step back. I'm not sure, but I'm picking something that crazy. And I'm just hearing like, I'm not saving no one. For some of you guys, you had to save yourself. Look, you had to go study and and this, whatever you're going through, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you're learning how to let go. You let go what you can't control. If a person doesn't, you know, doesn't want to be with you, wants to, you know, play the field, you have the wisdom to say, okay. Now, for some of you guys, be careful because they wanna go and play the field and let you go too, but they want everything for you to be, you know, left out in the cold with nothing. Pay attention, use the wisdom. You know, some of you guys pick up on these signs and it's no bueno. Some of you guys are honest. You could be loyal and everything in the sense where you want to do things right, but there's somebody in somebody's ear, and it could be magic. Like I said, if some of you guys did magic, it could be backfiring. This person can all of a sudden be acting crazy and everything, and you're like, "Fuck, I don't want them but my ass the whole time." Well, you did a love spell, or they did it on you, however. But I don't know. I heard sassy and loving. It used to be cool, but some of you guys are like, "No, I want my freedom. I don't need that, but financial." So some of you guys could be wanting to move, you know, move in a different direction. It says self-doubt. You could be doubting yourself. Will I make it on my own? Is this person really crazy? You're self-doubting, and they are. But it could be a, you know, magic because I see the moon here. And you know, for some of you guys, you need to speak up. Some of you guys are gonna start to speak up in the month of July in Cancer season. You're gonna, if somebody did you wrong, you're gonna speak up. You're standing your ground right now, and it's almost like God, the universe is gonna tell you when and how. A lot of you guys are gonna speak up. You know, if you need to reach somebody, there's somebody you want, you like, and maybe that's coming out of your comfort zone. You're gonna speak up. You might be pulling up to their house, bitch. You know, with the rancheras, and if you're Mexican, with the music, make sure it's the right house, man or woman. I see somebody, bitch. I love you. And somebody, you know, you're breaking free. Because for some of you guys, if yeah, you're breaking free. This could be somebody that you could have went to school with this particular person, you know, and they might have went in a different direction. Both of you guys could have been married, and both of you guys are single. Not all of you guys, but some of you guys. And your whisper is, you know, some of you guys are gonna find out, like, fuck, where did I leave my dude for? This fucker, no se le para, or something like that, you know. That means it didn't get up. And the other one, he could have been fat and ugly, but he was putting it down. You think that belly was just a belly? No, in Spanish they call it callo sexual, a sexual callus. Sorry, fellas, if you're skinny, pues ni modo. But this is what I channeled. Yeah, so some of you guys could be bumping and grinding, you know, and it brings balance, you know. And this is America. You're like, man, este pinche gordito. You're telling the ex, like, thank you, thank you. I needed this one and that. You know, the ex is like, what the fuck? He's crazy. It might be what you need, not what they needed. Man or woman, however it may be. All right, so that's what I got for you, okay? There's going to be a resolution, and it's an inner peace, okay? At the end of the day, you'll be rewarded if you don't seek revenge. I tell you guys all the time. And you got a fresh start. It says right here. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. And some of you guys, with money or without, don't worry. It'll happen. You got something new coming, okay? Just release attachment. It says, allow yourself to embrace the new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Yes, if you're going through hard times, make sure, bitches, if you're fucking gonna go through some craziness and you can't have If your mind is all crazy, but you're wanting separation or divorce, hide some money. You fucking put it in the ground, you know. Yes, by the cemetery, I heard. Where you can bury it. All right, you're gonna need to focus on self-love, and that's what I got for you, Taurus. I don't know what else to tell you, but in July you're gonna be focused, and if you're, like I said, you could be, you know, dealing with rental properties or somebody, you know, maybe you need a new place. So that's what I got for you. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.